Will Norwich City end their winless run against the Blues, or will Frank Lampard get his first win as Chelsea head coach? Watch until the end of this preview to hear all of my thoughts on tomorrow's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my Norwich City vs Chelsea preview for the game which will be taking place tomorrow afternoon in the Premier League at Carrow Road with kickoff at 12:30 PM UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly, I'll be giving you guys the team news concerning both sides, and as always I'll be starting off with the team news concerning the home side, which in this case will be Norwich City. Then I'll be giving you guys my lineup based on the team news in which I'm going to give you. I'll also be giving you guys my 4 things in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow. And lastly, I'll be giving you guys my score prediction along with Charlie Nicholas's score prediction and some of Google's probabilities. So without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. So kicking things off with the Norwich City team news, there's only one story concerning the Norwich City first team, and that is that they are still without the injured Onel Hernandez, Christoph Zimmermann and Josip Drmic, but Tim Klose, Ibrahim Amadou and Adam Eder offer more options in defence as they return to full fitness. Jamal Lewis, on the other hand, was substituted last weekend with cramp, but is expected to return for the Canaries. So that's it for the Norwich City team news. I'm moving straight onto the Chelsea team news now. There is also only one story concerning the Chelsea first team, and that is that they are without any fresh injury concerns, and Willian could make his first start of the season after coming on as a substitute against Leicester City last weekend. So short and sweet in terms of the team news overall, but yes, that is it for the team news concerning both Norwich City and Chelsea. Now for my lineup, and as always, starting off with the formation. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did struggle to pick a formation because both the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-3-3 have worked in our competitive games so far to a certain degree. But I've gone with a 4-2-3-1 and I've gone with Kepa in goal. You're not going to like some of the back four in which I've picked, but I've gone with Cesar Azpilicueta, Andreas Christensen, Kurt Zouma and Emerson Palmieri in the back four. I've gone with a midfield 5 of Jorginho and N'Golo Kante in the 2 deeper midfield positions, with an attacking midfield trio from right to left of Willian, Mason Mount and Christian Pulisic, with Tammy Abraham up front by himself. So that is the lineup in which I've gone with. Let me know what your lineups are down in the comment section below. Also let me know if you agree or disagree with my lineup down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to respond. But here is a graphic showing you guys the lineup in which I've gone with. Now for my 4 things in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow afternoon. The first thing, and I'm sure pretty much every Chelsea fan out there will agree with me when I say this point, but the first thing in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow afternoon is that they need to stop Teemu Pukki from getting the ball in dangerous positions. If we allow him to do so, then he will most certainly score. He's the top scorer in the Premier League at the moment, and I know that we've only gone through 2 games, or everyone's gone through 2 games so far, but he is the top scorer, and the goals in which he scored are brilliant, especially the first goal in which Norwich City scored, or he scored against Newcastle, because he of course got the hat-trick. But yes, we definitely need to stop him from getting the ball in dangerous positions, otherwise he'll definitely score. But that is the first thing in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow afternoon. The second thing, and I have a feeling that this point is going to be a recurring theme or a recurring point in my previews, but the second thing in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow is that they simply need to be clinical. And this is kind of an elaboration on the first point in which I made. We need to be clinical, because if we're not, then players like Teemu Pukki will most certainly punish us. And we've dropped points in our first 2 Premier League games because of the fact that we were not clinical. I mean, in our first game against Manchester United, it arguably was not a 4-0 game, but we weren't too good defensively, particularly in the second half. and we weren't particularly great up front. So we were good enough to create chances, but we just weren't good enough to put them away, is what I'm trying to say. But yes, also the same thing happened against Leicester City, and we dropped 2 points. And both sides, like I said in my review of the game against Leicester City, could make claims that they should have won the game, but of course neither side did, and we dropped 2 points, and we of course lost to Manchester United. But the crux of the matter is that we simply need to be clinical. Otherwise, what happened in the first 2 games of our Premier League campaign can happen again against Norwich City tomorrow. But that's the second thing in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow afternoon. The third thing in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow afternoon is that they need to move the ball quickly to beat their press and get into space. I.e. they need to move the ball quickly and move into space so that they can stop Norwich City from getting the ball back up the field, because Norwich City do tend to press high. I've seen them do it. They did do it on occasion against Liverpool, and it worked to a certain degree, although they only scored 1 goal and lost by 4 goals to 1. But yes, we need to move the ball quickly, otherwise they'll hit us on dangerous counterattacks, or they'll hit us on dangerous attacks, and if we're not careful, and if our players are out of position, then who knows what the score could be at the end of the game. But yes, that is the third thing in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow afternoon. And the fourth and final thing in which I believe the Chelsea first team must do against Norwich City tomorrow afternoon is that they need to sit back and defend when necessary. We cannot press for an entire game. It's just not going to happen. There are times in the game where we're obviously going to need to defend, and we're going to need to do so to great effect, because if we don't, I've said this about 3 or 4 times already during this section of this preview, but if we don't do so to great effect, then I think we will lose the game, because Norwich City do have other players who can score goals other than Timu Pukki. They just haven't shown it yet. But yes, that is the fourth and final thing in which I believe the Chelsea first team needs to do against Norwich City tomorrow afternoon. And let me know what your 4 things are in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to respond as always. Now, getting straight into the last section of this preview, which is of course the prediction section. And starting off with Charlie Nicholas's score prediction, he has actually gone with a 2-2 draw. And the reason why he has gone with a 2-2 draw is because he saw Timu Pukki at Celtic, and there were suggestions he could not handle playing at a big club. But I'm not sure about that. I just don't think he got the opportunities. He played in a fairly average Celtic team. Now his confidence is sky high and his movement is excellent. He looks to have more pace, and he will be a real handful for Chelsea. This is a tough test for Chelsea. They have played some good football and have energy in attack, but the problems they have are the defence and also scoring goals. Kurt Zuma doesn't seem to be the answer in defence. Antonio Rudiger will improve things when he returns, but they haven't settled and look vulnerable. The fullbacks are getting opened up. Will Tammy Abraham get the time up front? Or what about Olivier Giroud and Michy Batshuayi? I think it will be a difficult season for Chelsea. So that's why Charlie Nicholas has gone with a 2-2 draw. Slightly harsh in certain parts of his reasoning, but yeah, that is why he's gone with a 2-2 draw. Now moving on to Google's probabilities, they have gone with a 23% chance of a Norwich City victory, a 24% chance of a draw happening, and a 53% chance of a Blues victory. Again, slightly harsh in my opinion, but please let me know what your thoughts on this are in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to respond. But Google clearly believe that Chelsea are the favourites for tomorrow's match. Now, to conclude this preview, I'm going to give you my score prediction, and I've actually gone with a 2-1 Chelsea win. And like I said in my review of Chelsea's match against Leicester City on Sunday, Norwich City have started well and have players that we need to look out for, as said in the section of this preview where I gave you my 4 things in which we need to do. Chelsea have an excellent record at Carrow Road. The last time we lost there was in 1994, before I was born actually, and that can be seen as motivation for the players, both sides actually. This will be a tough test for the Blues, but I do think that Frank Lampard should be able to get his first win as Chelsea boss tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully the Chelsea players go out and do the job for him. Hopefully they do it for themselves, and hopefully Tammy Abraham gets some goals to prove his haters wrong, because the racist abuse in which he endured was unacceptable. and hopefully Paul Pogba as well does the same. Although I hate Manchester United, I hope he does the same, because no player should have to be subject to racial abuse because of the fact that they missed a penalty under pressure as well. But yes, that is why I've gone with a 2-1 Chelsea win. Let me know what your score predictions are in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to respond. That is the end of this preview. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you all very soon for some more videos. My next video will be my team sheet reaction. Come on you Blues, come on Frank Lampard, and peace. See you all very soon.